Hello all, welcome to Storytrain. Let's begin today's special Wednesday live session with V. Shivasubramanian. He's going to start with a small prayer song. Here it is. Shiva, can you start with the prayer?
வாக்குண்டா நல்ல மனமுண்டா மாமலரால் நோக்குண்டா மேனி நொடங்காத போக்குண்டு தொப்பட்டிருமேனி தும்பிக்கையால் பாதம் தப்பாமல் சார்வார் தமக்கு.
Hello. So here we are for the live Wednesday session. Thank you, Shiva. So because we are all running towards prayers and making sure when we are going to get out of the homes, leading our normal lives. So I thought we'll start my live session with a prayer of Ganesha. So who has joined us? Yep. Who is it today? Who has joined us? Okay, so as like others keep joining in, I want to tell you that the next half an hour is going to have a combination of an easy story and a thought-provoking one. I may try to give you 3 stories, but for the time let me plan for 2. So here we begin. We're going to see if there are children joining in or there are adults joining in. So my story changes accordingly. Hey, hi. Thanks, Mama. And hi, Meera. Thank you for supporting. Okay, super. Okay, so let me start with, I think I'm seeing mostly adults joining in. So let me start with this small story called The 4 Candles. Hope you're all safe. And that was the case with a small child who had a beautiful small house wherein he had lit 4 candles, and the candles were supposed to be lit all the time. One day, the room, which was in a very, very small size, totally dark, only with the brightness of those 4 candles lit, the whole atmosphere, the whole surrounding was so calm that the words of these candles were heard. The first candle spoke. Oh, I am the candle of peace. They made me lit here, but there is no use. In this world, everybody are fighting. They have no time to think of peace. So, what is the use? Let me go down, and then the candle stopped burning. Now the second candle, which was nearby, it also started flickering and softly spoke. Oh, the same with me, brother. I am the candle of faith. In today's world, where there is no trust on anything and anyone, I have become so not at all indispensable. Life goes on without faith. So what is the use of me being here? Saying so, the candle of faith also burned down. The next candle was the candle of love. The candle again started to look around and started to flicker and started to say, oh, I am the candle of love. But it's so sad to know that nobody understands my significance anymore. People have stopped loving their even nearer ones. What is the use of me being here? Saying so, the candle of love also got burned down. And by that time, the small child, he came running in, and when he saw the room a pretty darker with just only 1 candle burning, it looked around and became very, very sad and started to cry. Oh, I'm feeling scared. The whole room looks so dark. These candles were supposed to be lit all the time. Why did it go away? And by that time, the fourth candle, which was waving with its light, spoke softly. Son, don't worry. If at all, I am the candle of hope. The time I am lit, I can easily lit the other three. Saying so, the candle of hope asked the child to pick it and light the other three candles. And so did the child. It picked the candle of hope and lit the candle of faith, the candle of peace, and the candle of love. Once again, the room was a brighter place. That is a story about our life also. Until the time we have hope, even a bit of hope inside us, we can bring back the world with love, peace, and faith, and making this world a better place to be. Now, in this time, we hope that the world is freed away from this invisible enemy who is attacking us indirectly, directly, taking away a lot of lives, making us locked inside the homes. Let's hope that the brighter future is opened once again. So here we are with the first story. Did you like it? Can I get a wave saying that, yeah, we are here? Because I love live than going video. Can you somebody wave saying that, yes, we are watching you? Hey Sandhya, hi, hello Chitapa, hi Lata. So here we are. I think many more there joining in. Thank you. And then we move on to the next story. Are you all ready? Okay, now this story is actually for anybody, everybody. It's just to enjoy, because let's not always, bombard our brains with all serious stuff. It's a break time, right? So, we're going to listen to a story called The Tiki Tiki Tembo. Some of you would have heard of it. Yes, it's a story written by an American, and it speaks a bit about the Chinese homes. And there was a village somewhere far, far away from us. A small village where people were living peacefully, enjoying their life. And they had a very peculiar custom. In the village, in any family, the firstborn, the eldest son or the daughter, would be given the longest name as ever. Okay? And there was used to be a competition whose name is the longest one. The second, the third were born, after that were like, all chota, kuti names only. No much of importance of giving names to them. So, there was a family of 4, the mother, the father, and 2 sons. And the first son was their favorite. So they named him, listen carefully, so they named him Tiki Tiki Tembo, No Sararembo, Chari Pari Pari Pip Peri Pembo. Nice name, right? Yes. So Tiki Tiki Tembo, No Sararembo, Chari Pari Pari Pip Peri Pembo grew up to be a very happy lad, along with his younger brother, whose name was Chang. That's all. So now these 2 boys were so notorious that they never heard about what the mother said. They kept playing, and one fine day the mother warned, "It has rained and the floor is slippery. Don't play near the well." But boys are boys. They are so notorious. So they went just against what the mother said. They were near the well and they started to play. And when they started to play, Chang's leg slipped and he fell into the well. And as he fell, he cried, "Brother, I'm dumb." Now Tiki Tiki Tembo, No Sararembo, Chari Pari Pari Pipembo looked into, started to cry, "Oh, my brother Chang and he ran to his mother who was washing the clothes and said, Mother, Chang fell into the well. And immediately the mother said, Chang, oh no. And she just left everything and they ran towards the home. Knocked onto the door. Oh, open. The father opened. What happened? Chang fell into the well. So the worried parents and our hero, they all started to run. Dung. No, not to the well, but just outside the village, to the house of the old wise man who had a ladder. And this old wise man was sleeping with a bald, shiny head and full dreams of his would-be wife. And as he was sleeping, the sound just disturbed him and he went, who disturbed me in my dreams, eh? And this guy, my son Chang fell into the well, cried the mother. Immediately the old man, okay. And then he went inside his house and he got a wooden ladder. He put it on his shoulders and started to walk towards the well. And they went near the well and then he put the ladder down the well and he started to go down the well. He took Chang onto his back. He came out. Chang was made to lie down and within few minutes, Chang got up. All fine. But the story doesn't end here. Now the story begins. After a few months, again it was raining. Again the floor was slippery. Again the mother warned, now don't go near the well, you understand? But boys were boys, so notorious, never heard anything of their mother. So again the boys went to play near the well. But this time, as they were playing, fell, ticky tembo, no sara rembo, chari pari pipembo. Now Chang looked into the well and said, oh my brother, ticky tembo, no sara rembo, chari pari pipembo. And he cried and he went to mother and said, Mama, what happened? Our brother, ticky tembo, no sara rembo, chari pari pipembo, fell into the well. Now mother cried, oh no, my dear child, ticky tembo, no sara rembo, chari pari pipembo. And then she ran to the house. Tuck. Father opened. What? Ticky tembo, no sara rembo, chari pari pipembo fell into the well. Oh my God, come. Where they went? To the old man, wise old man, sleeping, dreaming of his would-be wife. And then they said, please get up. What? Our son, ticky tempo, no sara rembo, chari pari pipembo fell into the well. What did he say? I can't hear properly. Ticky tempo, no sara rembo, chari pari pipembo fell into the well. He said, okay. And then he went inside, he got the wooden ladder and he went to do the well. Finally, he put the ladder inside. And then we have to give the full name. Ticky tembo, no sara rembo, chari pari pipembo. Again, he put it on his shoulders and he came out. Again, he put ticky tembo, no sara rembo, chari pari pipembo onto the grounds. And then he said, get up. But there was no noise. There was no sound. Hey, what is his name? Ticky. Okay. Hey, get up. But he was not getting up. Now the wise man became serious. He got down and he started to, with his two palms, he started to press on his chest. And he blowed breathing into his mouth. Again. And as he did it, for many minutes that he continued doing. But still, ticky tembo, no sara rembo, chari pari pipembo did not breathe. Oh, my son! Oh, my son! Oh, my brother! Everybody cried. Final try. Again. Push, push, push. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And finally, when he did it this time, oh, thank God. Thanks to God, thanks to the hope. Tiki tiki tembo, no saradembo, chari pari 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 pambo. Coughed and he got up. But he couldn't walk. He was taken onto the bed for next 6 months. He was on to his bed. Oh my God. For 6 months he couldn't walk. And only after that, slowly, steadily, with the sense of hope, he started to walk. So, my friends, his mother realized why was Tiki Tiki Tembo, no Saradembo, Chari Pari Pari Pipembo could not be, immediately saved. You know the reason, right? Yes? Only because of his long name. So, from that day onwards, the village changed the rule. There was a lot of alteration in the rule book saying that anybody born will not have any long name. They all have kuti names. Chang, boom, bang, tong, tong. But small one-word names were kept. It was so easy from now onwards. No accidents, no casualties, only playtime, only happiness. Okay? Thank you. So, hope you all enjoying it, and if you're enjoying it, give me a wave, say hey, hello, hi, we are enjoying, or say hey, hi, give us some other story. So we have some more time, so I'm going to be, also let you know that this is going to be like, I'm going to start this Wednesday till May 21st. Every Wednesday I'm going to come live or by say 4:30 to 5, and we're not just going to discuss, listen to stories, but also I'm going to be discussing a few coaching skills on how we can, become a good storyteller. So like everybody are storytellers, okay? But there are a bit of skills that can make a story engaging, okay? So, I'm going to also take you through the next week or so. We are going to be discussing on it. I'm also planning for a Paka folk tales from global era. So, I'm going to bring it to you mostly next week. So, it's going to be a lot of stories and a lot of knowledge for your children. There's a lot of general knowledge, quiz and all that. I'm going to do it. So, it's going to be really fun. But okay, as of now, if you're ready for the next story, you should say yes, we are ready for the one more story, and then I'm going to go ahead with one special story for you all. Anybody wants a story? I don't see, and I see a lot of people watching, but I don't see any, they all wave. I don't know. You have any questions you want? Oh, thank you, Meera. Yes, and this is not just for stories for children, but it's for everybody. We all have a child in us. Yes, so yes. So if you have any other, any questions that you want to ask me, or you have a request of story, please let me know. I'll be very happy to, give you that story, at least if not now, maybe next session. So, yeah. Okay, one more story to go. Yep. Okay, we'll plan for a small story. Okay, my son wanted me to tell you that is, he wanted to, tell a ghost story. Everybody, all the children nowadays, they all want the violent story and ghost story. So if my other, I don't know, my other session children are here, they just bang me down into the room saying you have to not go out of the room without telling me a ghost story. So here, for thinking about all these children who love, and also all the adults who love ghost stories, I'm going to crisp it up. It's actually called the Ghost of Dhanishkodi. Okay. This Ghost of Dhanishkodi is when I wrote this story in 2016 and presented it in Chennai Storytelling Festival that year, and it was a huge hit. So let me try that once again, but in a very crisp manner, okay? So you all know, I'm sure you know where is Dhanishkodi, right? If not, I'll tell you. Dhanishkodi is in the southern eastern, it's somewhere beyond Rameshwaram. It's an island. It's a deserted island kind of it. Yeah, now, and it is known as the ghost town of India. In mythology, it is believed that Rama had, there was a bridge. That Ramu Setu bridge was there, right? So Rama had, pulled his anchor, his bow, and that hit that particular end of that island, and that's why it's called Dhanushkodi. That breaks the bridge, so that the Ravana and the army doesn't, once again they don't enter and create a problem here. So they broke the bridge. So this is the basic background of Dhanushkodi. Dhanushkodi, of course, it's in Tamil Nadu. It's just beyond Rameshwaram. It's a good place to visit. Now I think they have put roads and all that, but when I had narrated the story, when I had written the story, there was no road late. So it can be taken. So anyway, this happened a few years back. There was a set of girls, let's say college girls, fully women college girls. They were all in full josh, UG girls, can understand that young blood. So they were all in full josh. They had gone for an excursion down south. And they had to visit Rameshwaram and Dhanushkodi and all that. They had visited nearby places, and they took not private, we cannot go in our vehicles to Dhanushkodi. So you have to fly on a particular jeeps. That's when we can travel. So all the girls were jam packed in many vans, and they went into Dhanushkodi. Beautiful. The land was like milky white. The sand was milky white, and all the three sides crystal clear water. Crystal clear water, just sea water, just flowing and kissing the lands. And the girls enjoyed, and not just the girls, there were many other tourist people there. So there were few shops selling that beads and shell cups and all this, and this superb enjoyment was happening. All was fine, and it was time, sunset around 5:36. The sun was setting. It was beautiful orange in color. The sky had lit with the bright orange, and as it was setting, a girl who was standing on the shore of it, she was enjoying the waters touching her feet, going, touching and going, and she was enjoying the whole experience. Suddenly she turned back. She tried to call her friends, but when she turned back, the whole island was so deserted. All her friends had left. She was all alone there. She rushed, and she tried to search for the jeeps. No jeeps were around. She didn't know what to do, and it was around 6 o'clock, and suddenly the sky became so cloudy that even when it was 6 o'clock, it was looking as if it was like 7:30 in the night. It became so dark. There was no light. Just the faded, shining brightness of the moon, which was touching the waters, was the only source of light that she could see. The breeze was so chill. As it touched her cheeks, it shivered her. From the fear within, she looked around. She started to become quite, anxious. She looked here and there, but for her goodness, she saw a light. But very far, say 2-3 miles from there, she saw somewhere a small bulb, an olden bulb, yellow color. The bulb was lit. The only light that she was able to see. She started to run towards it. And by the time she started to run, suddenly, thundering. The sky started to thunder. She started to run because it started to rain. So it's like she spaced her, run. As she started to run, she approached a lane. Both the sides, houses. But the doors were locked. It seemed all deserted, as if people were not living here for decades. She looked here and there. She didn't know. She just looked on the focus light, and she kept on running. And as she was, suddenly, two children, one boy and a girl, they came from somewhere. They started running. They just crossed her and ran. She called, "Hey, hey!" But the children could not hear her. They just ran and disappeared in the darkness. She continued because it started to drizzle now. She continued, but the lightning was becoming harsh. As she continued, finally, she reached a place. The bulb was onto the veranda of a small house with a wooden pillar. There the door was opening and closing with the wind. And inside, she could see a light. She tried to rush in. She looked in. And there, she saw a small table and a man sitting on it. He was wearing a brown cap and brown dress. He was tamping on something. Tock, 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 tock. She looked here and there and she saw onto the walls a small red color post box. It must be a post office. There in the post box it was written 5:30 a.m. Okay. Then she tried to open the door slowly. And then when she went inside, she called out, "Sir, sir." But no, the man continued. Tock, 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 tock. And she tried to touch him on his shoulder. "Sir, sir." As she touched on his shoulder, suddenly he stopped. He was just looking onto the postcard that he was stamping in. And he said, "Go away, go away, run." The voice was again. She started breathing heavily, and then she turned back and she saw it was heavily raining outside, but she didn't bother. She was so scared that she ran out. And by the time she came out, the whole street was flooded. She came out, she started running in that same flooded streets, and as she approached, suddenly she saw a flash of light coming from the top. It was from a bridge. It was a train indeed, a steam engine train. Oh, the olden train, with the compartments, so very old, maybe 40 years old. It was full. The train was full. Inside the bulbs, the lights were lit. There were children, there were women, there were people, they were all rushed inside the train. And she sensed a relief. And she started to see somewhere there has to be a station. So she started to run towards the station. And there she ran. And there suddenly, the bridge, just above the bridge, the train stopped. As it stopped, she saw just in front, from the ocean, there came a huge, gigantic wave and shook the bridge, the wooden bridge, away. The pillars of the bridge started shaking and broke into pieces, bringing the train just crashing down. And in front of her, she saw all the compartments crashing. There were children, there were women, there were men, they were crying, "Help, help, meow, meow, meow." It was chaotic. It was a nightmare. There were bloods. Such a horrible. She couldn't handle it. She just tried to faint, and then she saw the last hope, the station. She ran, kept running. Her whole, till her chest there was water. She kept trying to swim somewhere and tried to hold on to the station. And as she held to the one of the pillars of the station, again there came a wide tidal wind, and this tide just stuck her. And there she went, straight into the ocean. The whole town was nowhere to be seen. The bulb broke and shattered into the water. "Ramya, get up! Ramya, get up!" Suddenly, she opened her eyes. Oh my God, thank God, I was screaming. Yes, she was dreaming in her hostel, in the hotel room. Her friends were shaking her. "Hey, come on, get up, you have to go, it's time." She just breathed a sense of relief, and then she got dressed up. She didn't know whom to tell, what to tell. She just went out and she saw outside the jeeps. She got inside, and the jeep went to the white sand island, covered with 3 sides of water, crystal clear water, with the shops of beads, tea shops here and there, and coconut water. She got down. She looked around, and there she saw that one corner, a lane. She ran towards it. She saw there was no more a house. It was all debris, broken. She ran again, and there she found a red post box. By the time the guide had come there, and he said, "Hey, yeah, this is Dhanushkodi, the ghost town of India. You know, in 1963, there came a big tsunami. It was flood, it rained cats and dogs for 3 days, and there came a huge tidal wave. And just that day, the whole town perished underwater. And not just that, the train which was coming from Madras to Dhanushkodi, yes, it was called the Madras Mail. When it was coming onto the bridge, yes, there was a bridge from Rameshwaram to Dhanushkodi. From there, when it was coming, the bridge broke, and all the passengers in the train fell into the water and they died." When she listened to the story, she realized what she saw was not false. The story of Dhanushkodi, the story of the people, had to be told. It had to become the tourist destination, because during those days, in 1963 and also, it was known to be the very busiest port town, like how we have Thoothukudi today. Very business people used to come there to go to Sri Lanka from there. There used to be boats plying from Dhanushkodi to Sri Lanka, Talaimannar. But now, we are left with what? Ruins. And nobody talking about their stories. The forgotten stories need to be recollected back. The rich culture has to be known and told to many others. Hope you enjoyed today's session with me, Srividya Veeraraghavan. If you've enjoyed, I'm sure you're going to come back next Wednesday by 4:30, and we're going to listen to many other stories. Apart from that, I'm also going to give you a few tips to make your stories much more engaging. Yeah? So, then okay. Can I say bye to you all? Namaste. And I have a peaceful life ahead. Thank you so much for coming and joining me. Thank you.